Hi, thank you for clicking on my teacher leadership timeline. In this video, I will address trends of exchanging support and patterns of motivation to tackle issues involving social justice. My journey begins with my beautiful parents right there. I was very blessed to be raised in a home in which they were the perfect role models of dedication and honesty, and of course, love. My sister definitely followed suit. That's my oldest sister, Raina. I would always find her where she would have fallen asleep in her bedroom, having studied because she was very dedicated to make it into a medical field, which she is. When I was younger, I had a really wonderful teacher named Miss Lazary. She saw my dedication, and even though I was very quiet, she gently always encouraged me and pushed me to say what I had to say in class. This might seem like a strange connection. As I got a little bit older, not that much older, I would always watch reruns of Who's the Boss at 12 a.m. every summer night. Angela was my absolute idol because she was my first symbol of feminism at that time. We did not have that many symbols of female leaders leading their households, their families who were that career driven. So she really inspired me. After watching Who's the Boss at 1 a.m., my sister would find me in the living room blubbering over Feed the Children documentaries, and that's where my passion for social justice was definitely ignited. And I thought that I would want to go in Africa, lead orphanages, and go to maybe the Peace Corps. When I decided to be a psychologist, I went to the University of Queens in Kingston, Ontario, but I think that was too much of a culture shock because I went from the equator to feeling like this. And so that led me to become an undercover psychologist, aka a teacher, where I studied education at the University of Tampa, where I also met the love of my life. I'm capturing him right here because he started off as my best friend, and even though I may not have always believed in myself and I stayed shy and a little bit more timid in my college years, he did believe that I was able to do the things that I wanted to do when I didn't always believe in myself. So I definitely wanted to capture that level of support as well in that pattern that continued. My first teaching experience was at Academy Prep. Even though I did not go to the Peace Corps, I still joined AmeriCorps, and I established and led a course called WOMAD, Woman Making a Difference. It was very important to me that I would teach young women and young middle school age girls of color that they were important, that they had almost like a duty to the rest of the world and to themselves to model that they were more than a stereotype, and model also that they could be leaders and just catalysts of social change. Once I went to Dunbar Elementary, I had two amazing mentors who supported me to help me be the leader that I'm continuing and trying to be now. Miss Sarah Jacobson Caps just always taught me how to refine my teaching, and she always showed value in every single teacher at that school. Whereas Miss Frankie Bulmer, when she came later on, she really saw the leader in me and pushed me into uncomfortable situations very lovingly, but she definitely did, and I'm very, very grateful to both of them for doing that. This is just a little capture of Meditation Mondays, which I led Meditation Mondays with my kiddos, and it actually helped me out and reminded me to respond instead of react, which helped me make decisions rationally. And not so much, it helped me balance both reason and passion as I would continue making choices both personally and professionally. When I needed a change and I came to Mort, I encountered another amazing leader right here. Mr. Johnson also helped me refine my teaching, and he really pushed me to think deeply about how I was teaching. And this just kind of springboarded lots of kids coaching other kids in classes and other grade levels, and again, just being supported by amazing co-teachers. I was warned against coming to Mort because it was a place with high, like seemingly too high expectations, which is the exact thing that led me to come to Mort and to choose this school. I love that the teachers hold themselves to a high expectation because that's the kind of environment in which I'd like to thrive and stay being a leader and bettering myself. Thank you.